over it and shit.
But then in my stony brain, I think, did their brain already know the words and they were just trying to find it? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like,
I always wondered
the
that
pop
about
brain is
Jay-Z.
there.
Jay-Z's so impressive, like, the way he can like ad-lib lyrics.
Oh.
Like Rick Rubin was talking about how they'll play a beat and he'll go in, listen to the beat, and just flow with the beat. Like it's stuff that he wrote for weeks and weeks.
But he never wrote anything down.
No.
That always blew my mind.
Wild.
Like I sadly want him to have written one thing down, even though
that ability is incredible. But then there's guys like Nas, who I think is the best lyricist ever, and Nas writes things down, and you can tell he writes things down.
Oh yeah,
because he'll do a rap backwards, like he'll do the whole. You remember that song? Reverse?
I love that song.
That song's incredible.
Yeah,
that is like one of the most lyrically complicated and beautiful songs ever in the history of hip hop.
And it also has the ability to just toss in there, he's getting a blowjob and throws up. That's also my favorite. He's a poet, and he's like, she's like, he spits the nut back into my dick. The drink goes back into my cup. I throw up, dude. It's so cool how he was able to tell that story backwards, but also still keep it in his vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't break character. It was still Nas telling a story like Nas would. It didn't get corny at any point or like change shape.
His new shit is great too.
I love
his new shit. He stays fantastic. He stays relevant. Like, if you're like a Nas fan, you will not be disappointed. His new shit is just like his old shit. It's great.
That was the hip hop that I like. Jamie and I talk sometimes about hip hop, but the new stuff, some new shit I like a lot. But stuff like Illmatic and
Hip Hop Is Dead.
Yeah.
Come on, son. That song comes.
So good.
That song comes on. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
There's a few songs when they come on. I'm like, oh shit. You know, Gravel Pit by Wu-Tang Clan.
Love.
When that song comes on, check out my gravel pit. As soon as that comes on, that's like one of them songs that you just start moving.
Well, I had Pharoah Monch on tour. I would come out to Pharoah Monch, Simon Says. Do you know that song?
No.
Dun 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 dun. You know it, don't you?
Let me hear it.
Dun 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 dun. It's dude.
Oh, I'm sure I know it.
Simon Says. I come out to this song because I loved it so much. But the crowd would lose their fucking minds.
This is from 13 years ago.
Yeah. Trippy ass music video. I miss music videos.
Dude, this is MTV.
That's how I feel at shows.
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck up. Simon Says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. Weezer's in the back, sipping yak, yo.
Ugh. Girls, rub on your titties. That's my favorite line. Yeah, fuck it. I said it. Rub on your titties. So I was coming out to this. And then for the special, I wanted to use it. And DJ Premier, who is a fan of comedy and knows, like, he knows Segura, and I reached out to him out of the blue. I was like, hey, man, I hope I'm not crossing lines here. Would it be cool if you reached out to Pharoah about me licensing that song for the special? And it's widely known in the hip-hop world. Most, like, old hip-hop heads, they love that song. And I was like, I don't know if I can afford it or whatever, but would you mind? And shout out to him, because within seconds, Premier was like, yo, reached out to him. Here's the deal. That intro is from Godzilla 1, like the original. Dun, 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 dun. And he never cleared it. 13, 15 years ago. So the deal was, like, he's got the mechanics to the song, but can't license it out for stuff like this.
Let me hear that. Have Godzilla walk out. I want to see Godzilla anyway.
I'm gonna look at who's sampled. You can see all the samples that are
right. You can see every single who sampled it in their music.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that they sample in hip hop.
It's the best.
I love it. It's cool.
But the problem is, stuff like that didn't clear.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
long
get
ago,
clear.
it didn't clear. So what ended up? Yeah, there it is.
Can you show me it though? Can you show me it when it happens?
That's right at the beginning. What do you mean?
Find the stop.
This is it.
Pause.
This is it.
No.
That's it.
No, Jamie.
Okay,
Can you
go ahead.
show me Godzilla coming out to that sound?
Dun, dun, dun.
I want to see actual Godzilla because it was so dumb. Because actual Godzilla, if you go back and try to watch that, like the idea that that's a monster movie, it's so goofy.
But it was crazy scary for people at the time. People were like,
it was amazing. For people in 1960 or whatever Godzilla came out, it was like, what am I seeing? This is incredible. Fire came out of his mouth.
Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, and that sound was so like memorable, and so he didn't clear it, and then, you know, and Premiere was like, whatever I can do to help, you know, moving forward. And there's this other guy, RJD2, who I loved, and ironically enough, I had wanted a song from him, and he was like, I didn't clear that song. Like, and I was like, dude, the same shit. So then he sent me a folder of unused like beats. He was like, he's like, I have stuff that I've made that I don't have and no one has, you know, that I still have. He's like, do you want to hear someone? He sent me one, and that's one of the ones I chose. And shout out to those guys for helping me out. But it was so funny because he said the same thing. He goes, dude, I was young when I did that. We didn't clear shit.
Of course.
We were making dope shit, putting it out to the world, and then sometimes
lawyers to clear shit.
No. He's like, those labels, half those labels from back, they're all gone. They dissipated, they got bought, or...
How many great songs in hip-hop they sampled old music, like old James Brown tracks and
I talked
all
about
kinds of shit.
William Bell. I love the William Bell. If you don't know who he is, he's great. And so many people have sampled him, but they sample like even a word. Like Tim Robinson, his show, I Think You Should Leave, which is fun. He samples this, baby, 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 and it's from William Bell's, a piece of his song that he looped and put over itself. And like, it's just cool to see how many people pick apart these old things. I love hearing it and finding it and be like, do you know who that is? And when people are like, no, it's like, oh, that's Ann Peebles. That's, you know, it's just great. I love seeing where the samples came from, because it's like, man, how did they find that? Or why that? Of all the shit that they turn into something else.
Yeah, no, there's an art to that, man.
Oh, it's beautiful.
A lot of those like old hip hop dudes used to have just enormous collections of records they would just listen to just to try to find samples.
Digging in the crates constantly to find something like that.
Try to find. You find Godzilla's Emergence?
No, it's from a 1992 film.
That sound is?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 1992 Godzilla?
That's
probably a way better Godzilla.
It's from the soundtrack.
So it's not the original Godzilla?
The original. So this says it's from Godzilla. Whether or not this is right or not, I guess we'll have to go into that. But
Godzilla versus Mothra?
Yeah, this says it's from Godzilla vs. Mothra, which came out in 1992.
Okay.
And then I found that movie, but I have no idea where they would have used that 12-second sample.
This is
soundtrack.
This is the whole movie of Godzilla versus Mothra. Just show Godzilla coming out.
Yeah,
see
let's
what
see
happens.
him.
I guarantee there's a hard.
It's hard to find it.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I've never seen
this
that.
Godzilla versus Mothra
sure
from
like
1992.
10 times, and
How many people
don't
saw
know
this?
that they're going to play the soundtrack when it comes out. I highly doubt it.
Let's find where, just so you can see what Godzilla. What did Godzilla look like in '92? I didn't see this movie.
It wasn't. It came out in Japan. That's like
right.
It's an
Okay.
American movie.
Isn't that wild? Like he found a sample from fucking Japan, from a Japanese movie.
There it is.
Oh, here it is. Oh, he looks terrible.
There it is. In the background.
Yeah.
It's not even hurt.
It's not even hurt.
It's gonna land. We have to stop it.
That's one of the best parts about
Overdubs.
Godzilla's the dubs. The dubs are so terrible.
We have to do our best to find out where he's going.
Now look at that. It's not even hurting him. Here's Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla's in a fight with Mothra. Oh, Mothra's jizzing all over him.
Jizzing all over him, dude.
It's silk. He's covered him with silk. Imagine that's all it takes to fuck Godzilla up. Just a little bit of silk.
He's all tapped out.
Oh my god, look how corny it looks. And that's like the updated Godzilla.
Right.
Now go to the original Godzilla. Go to the original Godzilla movie. That looks so bad.
The Matthew Broderick one came out like 4 years after this, didn't it?
Right. The Matthew
92.
Broderick movie was pretty good.
But
In terms of special effects, it was a terrible movie. But in terms of special effects, it was a pretty good movie.
looks like
I was.
He's got the downs. 100%.
It's a meme. Mothra.
This is from 1964. Bro, look how bad this is. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so corny. You can even hear the helicopter flying overhead that gives